Welcome back to Diamonds Around the World. My name is Will. As you can see, we have a total of 4 kits right in front of us today. But we're not going to go through all 4 kits today. We're going to do one individual kit a day. And I'll explain why. Diamond Art Club, I'm filming this on October 5th, by the way. So a week ago, from October 5th, Saturday, Diamond Art Club announced that they were doing a Halloween mystery box that was going to release they were releasing 5 never before seen Halloween kits, and each kit was going to have 2 of those in each, and then 2 other random kits that were overstocked, discontinued, no longer sellable. So I opted to purchase it. So these are the 2 never before seen Halloween kits that I received, and these are the 2 overstock. We'll do each kit individually on separate videos. I've opened them all up just because I was kind of curious to see if I got any of the trading cards in on them. And the 2 new ones I did. The 2 never released ones. The 2 never released I got trading cards. The 2 overstock did not. So, first and foremost, as you can see, this one's going to be an Avenger one because it says Avengers up at the top here. This is a new one. This is new style box, but it's an overstock that they don't carry anymore. This is one of the new Halloweens, and so is this one. And of course, you can notice that this one and this one are pink. This is a blue, so this is square, and these are rounds. We're actually going to do this one today because I want to talk about this one before I even get into unboxing it. So I'm going to pull everything off to the side except for this one, and we'll open up this one today, this one tomorrow, and then we'll figure out these 2 later. So once this video goes up, it will go up on Sunday the 6th of October. And then this will be Monday the 7th. Nope, that's the one I want to keep. This is the one I want to move. So, as you can see, it is square. And on the back, it gives us what comes in the kit and how it works. So, here's one side. It says Unleash Your Artist on the other side. It's a square, as you can see right there. It says square. And then this is our canvas. This is called, I'll show you the front of it. Sorry, having a blonde moment. 53 colors, including 1 Aurora Borealis, 1 Iridescent, and 3 Fairy Diamonds. Total is 96,309 diamonds. And that's what our picture looks like. Here's the front. It's called Halloween Bedroom by Mrs. ButterD. It's a 25.6 by 36.2 inch or 65 centimeters by 91.8 centimeters. So this is a big, hefty picture. So, like I said, I've already opened this up, and I do have the trading card for this one. We're going to pull everything out. I kept everything in here. I really didn't open the canvas. I just wanted to see what the trading card looked like. So, let's talk about this mystery box that Diamond Art Club came out with. Like I said, they were releasing a total of 5 never-before-seen Halloween kits, and this is one of them. I will inform now, Mrs. ButterD is not on my radar. Her artwork's fantastic. It's nice. I'm just not a fan of it. It's nothing I would purchase myself. Would I destash this? No, because this is actually going to give me something different to do if I want something different to do. We have our toolkit, our sticker sheet, and then we're going to pull this out. This is our canvas and drills. And at the bottom, we have that. So I'm just going to slide this off to the side. Now, when I say that, I'm not bashing people that love Mrs. ButterD. I'm just not a fan of Mrs. ButterD. So here's our trading card. Mrs. ButterD, Halloween Bedroom, our size, and I know it's a silver because this is the silver design. This is a scratch off code that you get, and you go to the website or scan the QR, put it in. You can build up your cards and get a discount or possibly get a custom canvas. So back to what I was saying. Mrs. ButterD is, like I was going to say, nice artwork. It's okay. It's not a fan of mine. I have my typical styles. I think Diamond Art Club, and if they do watch this, I really appreciate if they give me feedback. I'm not dissing them. I've been Diamond Art Club Diamond member since 2020. I love the product. I love the work. I just think they dropped the ball on this one because everything I've seen on the VIP page for these boxes, almost 95% of the boxes had the Mrs. ButterD in it. It was Mrs. ButterD and the other one I will be showing tomorrow, Mrs. ButterD with the Eclair Studio ones, or Mrs. ButterD with Randall Spangler. And the one I'll be showing tomorrow is Mrs. ButterD, and this is a Rita Kanya area illustration. So it's like I maybe saw 5% out of 100% of 2 other canvases that were not Mrs. ButterD. So I think, in my opinion, Diamond Art Club did a fantastic job at this, but I think they kind of dropped the ball and over-ordered the Mrs. ButterD, and almost everybody I've seen so far received this canvas. Will I do this canvas? Down the line, yes, because it's in my stash. I will not destash it. But let's drop that and let's look at this canvas. Okay, so we have our Twist and Pick pen right here. I'm not going to pop it open because I'm not going to talk about it. You know, pop top off, twist it. You got your putty that's already built in. 4-placer. Bag of baggies. We have our big tray that says Diamond Art Club on the side. Open it up. We have pink wax, more putty, another 7-placer, and a single placer if you don't like using the wax. The putty, I mean. So that is our basic toolkit. Then we have our sticker sheet that says Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Thank you for your purchase. Here is a QR code that you could scan after your first purchase of them. You can join the VIP Facebook page. This is all of the links for Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and TikTok by the looks of it. So I'm going to open this up quick and I'm going to look at it. Drop this off to the side. We have 2 more QR codes for 20% off the iPhone. We have tips and tricks, what the kit contains, and step-by-step instructions. Then we have our sticker sheet. This one says Halloween Bedroom, Mrs. ButterD. These are all individually stickers, so you can pull these off and kit them up as you want. Here is our thumbnail sticker again, Mrs. ButterD. Start and date, and all of our information. And once again, these are all individually. So now we're going to look at this. So this has a total of 53 colors. These are also all individually stickers. I'll use the 100 sticker down here at the end. So you can pull them off and kit them up individually. Now, Diamond Art Club and I want to say almost every other diamond company, they use the DMC code. That means all of their colors come from the cross-stitch version of DMC floss. So all of these colors would be a DMC number. Wow, there's no block in this one. I just noticed that. Cool. Now, Diamond Art Club, they used to have one of their specialty drills, their AB drills, based at the front of the symbols. That would be AB, anything under 150. But any of the newer canvases that they're slowly releasing, they're converting to the end of the canvas with all the other specialty drills now. So now if you come down to the bottom, we're going to have AB 3819, L 727. L stands for the iridescent, so it's going to be a crystal. Then we have Z722, and then Z745, and Z3865. So we have a total of 4 specialty drills. 3 fairy dust, that's what the Z is. L is the iridescent crystal, and then we have AB now. So we have a total of 53 colors, and that is what those legends look like. We won't put this away quite yet because once we do, we're going to want to look at where these go. Now, your canvas comes in its dust sleeve bag that says Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We're going to open this up and we're going to pull this out and look at it. Now, first and foremost, this dust sleeve, it's easy to open. Sometimes they're a pain and they will rip. And I just ripped it. Big time. Okay, here we go. Now, this canvas is made out of something called tarpaulin. It is the only company that has it is Diamond Art Club, and that will help lay the canvas a lot flatter. Now you won't be able to see this entire canvas in focus because I don't have it laid out that way. Now, as you can see, it's going to have these little red dots here. I'll explain that in a minute. Good thing about this is, if you want to make this lay flat a lot faster, you can roll it back on itself because Diamond Art Club uses something called poured glue inside on their canvases. I've seen 2 YouTube channels already unbox this and talk about it. That's why I said I think that's where they dropped the ball and they overproduced the Mrs. ButterD. Guaranteed, yes, Mrs. ButterD is a popular artist on their website. So we're just going to look at the bottom right here. So we have our, if this wants to stay, canvas design. This is our code and Halloween bedroom and our size, and it's copyrighted by Mrs. ButterD / Diamond Art Club. That means Diamond Art Club got the legal licensing rights from Mrs. ButterD to make her picture into an artwork, so they are now paying her for her work on this. That means it's legally licensed, and that is always a good thing. Now, if you look at the center here, it's going to show you proud of your masterpiece. Use the hashtag Diamond Art Club to be featured on their social medias, Facebook or Instagram. Then we have a 10% off code here. And as long as you're the original purchaser of said canvas, you have a lifetime warranty. So say if you're missing drills or something's wrong with your canvas, you want to get a hold of them by just contacting them there. This is one of our legends right here on this side here. Why is this not focusing? There we go. Now, before we go any farther, it also shows has scalloped and serged edges, so that will help fray. Now these lines here means this has the perforated cover on it. So Diamond Art Club a couple months ago came out with a thicker plastic canvas with perforations on it, and people were having issues seeing it. So they heard what we said, and they were revamping everything. At the top it says, "Do what makes you sparkle, Diamond Art Club," and here is our other legend. Now back to this perforation. So what they decided to do with the perforation was they were going to mark it with the lines. And the first run they did, the dye of the lines bled through and was on the canvas. And they had to figure out how to fix it. And they did fix it. So here is Halloween Bedroom by Mrs. ButterD. It looks like it's going to be a little bit, well, it's going to have a lot of color blocking, but it's going to have some confetti, but not much by the looks of it. I've never worked on a Mrs. ButterD before because, like I said, Mrs. ButterD's work is nice. It's just not for me. I have my own taste. Technically, I don't care who the artist is. If I like it, I'm going to get it. Or I'm going to put it on my wish list. Because I have a little bit of everybody. So, we're going to look at the drills right here and find out where the specialty drills for this canvas go. But before we do that, if you keep your drills separate from your canvas, the best way to find them is every pack of drills will have your canvas name and your canvas number here. So, I could put these off to the side, and when I go to hit this up, if I need to find it, I just look for that sticker right there, and I know exactly where it's at. So we're going to flip this over, we're going to go through the drills, and then we're going to flip it back and look at where the specialty drills go. Now don't worry about these here, these are not in the canvas. This is just from where the plastic and the canvas separated while it was rolled up. This will lay flat once you take this plastic off. So if you don't like the crinkle, I am sorry, you can go ahead and mute me or fast forward, either one. I don't mind the crinkle, I kind of like it. So here's our drills. Slide this off to the side. Now, one other thing that Diamond Art Club does is they make all of their drills in-house. And they make them out of top-of-the-line resin. So that means there's going to be no acrylic, it's all resin drills. Trying to figure this out. I want to make this as simple and easy as possible when I go through the drills. Okay, so this is going to be the first string of drills we're going to look at. Now, they also do not go by DMC code. They go by weight. So they always go by the heaviest bag and they go down to the lightest. So we have 3041, 3856. We got 1, 2, 3 bags of that. 760. We got 1, 2 bags of that. 754, 3804, and 3825. So there's that's the first strand that we have. It's our little strand. And this is going to be our super, super light colors in this canvas. 817, 3830, 632, 3033, 992, 920 with some extra people in it, 154, 3824, 350, 831, sorry, 356. Here's our first fairy dust, Z, 3865. Trying to get where we can see the tops. This is actually a off-white, and right there, as you can see right there, it has glitter encased into the drill. Well, mica powder, whatever you want to consider it. So this drill, once you place it on the canvas, it's going to have a shine to that spot. It's not going to be drastic like an AB or a crystal, but it's going to help bring that area out. Then we have 452, 733, 453, 758, 543. Here's our one and only AB. AB 3819. Come on. As you can see, on top of those ABs, it has a shimmer or shine, an iridescent to it. That means once you place this drill on the canvas, it's going to shimmer and shine. It's going to bring that area to life. It's going to help the drills around it bring it to life. Now, if this is also placed beside a fairy dust, it's going to help bring the fairy dust to pop out too. So we're going to figure out what that one goes then to. 152, and last but not least, 902. So that's our second set of drills. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this as simple and easy for when I go to bag this back up. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I want this one. And then we have our next set of bags. They're big again. Okay. 3042, 552. Here is our iridescent or crystal L722. It's yellow. So that silver backing will go on the canvas and you will see the front of it, and that's that yellow. 3726, 604, 221, 553, 3328, 727, 3803. We have 1, 2 bags of that, 3721, 2 bags of that, 3688, 3778, 977, 3687. We got 1, 2 bags of that, 915, and 3041. And that would be this strand right here. We have one more strand to go through, and then we can figure out where these specialty drills go. If I can fold this back up. So this last strand will probably have, most likely, the last 2 fairy dusts. Because we've only seen 1 fairy dust, and there are a total of 3. So we have 402. Here's the other fairy dust. Z722. It's an orange. 3712. 37.61. We got 2 bags of that. 37.40. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of that. 2.23. 37.22. Here's our last fairy dust. Z 745. It's like a off. I don't want to say off-white. I don't want to say yellowish. It's like a light, super light yellow. 921, 38.53, 814, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 bags of 814. So those are all of our special drills and specialty drills for this canvas. So I'm just trying to make this simple for when I go to bag this back up after I'm done with this video. It's going to be simple and easy. So now we're going to flip this canvas over and we're going to skim the canvas and see where these specialty drills go. And also we're going to look at the drill field of said canvas. So we are going to want to look at this legend here one more time. So our AB is going to be the circle with the line. We have 2 dashes for the crystal, the plus, I would say trees, and a square dot. So I'm going to pull this up here at the top. So right there, in this note right here, is going to be a fairy dust. And while we're doing this, we're also going to look at the clarity of the field, and it looks super clear. So while we're also looking, let's see if we can find okay, in her earring is going to be some of the crystal. Her hair has nothing specialty to it. That was okay, this little skull over here has some. Right there's some of the crystal. Okay, it looks like she's going to have some fairy dust right there. I'm hoping that's clothing, not skin. There's more fairy dust over here. There. The skulls on her boots are going to be fairy dust, and there's going to be crystals right behind it. On the chair. All the moons and stars on the chair is going to be crystals. That's cool. The AB and the leaves down here is going to be, that's all AB and the leaves. There's only 2 fairy dust I didn't see. The plus and the dot. Okay, the dot in the white of the shoes is going to be fairy dust. And we're going to look for orange now. That's the other fairy dust I didn't see. Oh, it's the pumpkins right there. So I'm just going to basically run through this quick here. So we're going to have, how can I do this without putting myself in the camera? Okay, all the moon and the stars in her chair is going to be crystals. She's going to have crystal up here in her earring. Fairy dust is going to be, there's going to be some here on her arm. The letters against the mirror. The skull behind her chair. I want to say there's going to be fairy dust in these little skulls here. ABs in the leaves. The orange fairy dust is here. The white fairy dust is in the boots. There's going to be orange fairy dust in this pumpkin over here too. Some more yellow fairy dust here. So it's going to be, the chair is going to bling basically because of the crystal. The fairy dust and the ABs are going to be spaced from the leaves, the pumpkins, and the notes and little accents throughout the picture. So it's going to shine a little bit here and there. I think they're spaced out fantastic. And if you got this in your mystery box and you are happy with it, great. I'm okay with it. I'm going to keep it. I might actually do this up and give it to my niece because she's girly and she's my only niece. I might take a picture of it and see if she likes it, and if she does, I'll actually do it and give it to her. Probably next year for her birthday, because it's too late to do it now for her birthday, since her birthday's like in 2 weeks and I have like 3 major projects going anyway. But this is the Mrs. ButterD Halloween bedroom. Came from the Halloween mystery box that Diamond Dark Club dropped. I will show my other Halloween picture tomorrow. But if you'd enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscription button down below. It's free to join. Drop a comment. Hit the notification bell. I post daily videos at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Pennsylvania, because that's where I live. I prefer to work with companies with legal licensings. I do have some videos that are probably from my stash, the budget kits that I've purchased in the past. I'm just trying to build my content up. So if you watch those and you don't like them, that's fine. If you do, give me a thumbs up, whatever. But I will see you next time around. This is Diamonds Around the World. Bye.